I've missed you guys so much. Like, my heart misses you guys so much. My heart misses being creative. My heart misses like being on your screens. I miss the interactions. I miss everything, you guys, about YouTube. I miss the community that I created. I miss everything. And I feel like ever since I lost my brother in 2017, I've never been the same. And because when my brother passed, I don't even know if you guys remember the video that I did a couple of years ago when I was saying that, like, I miss my brother. I felt very guilty with his death. Because I never saw it coming. I genuinely thought that, like, he was gonna be here for a very long time. And so a part of me had always felt like, I don't know, maybe I could have done something. I could have said something. I don't know, I could have prayed more. I could have, I don't know, I could have done something to prevent his passing. I felt like that for a very long time. And it's so crazy how I dealt with his passing is that I pretended like nothing happened, went on about my day, went on about my life, and it caught up with me 3 years later in 2020. In 2020, I was in so much pain because I had to face what I've been running away from, you know? And so what I did was I had to accept the fact that he's no longer here, that he's gone, and that, like, I might see him again. We don't know. I don't know, because I don't know what happens when you die. And so it took me so long to deal with that. I remember from 2020, I've just been in so much pain of losing him. And before that, when I was younger, I lost my dad when I was like 5 years old. So my brother was like a brother and a father figure at the same time because he was 7 years older than me. And he was my everything. We were best friends. We were like really, really good friends. We had such a beautiful relationship, and he was so proud of me, and I was proud of him. He had done so much for me and my family and my mom. We were just like a very close, loving family, And so my grieving process and acceptance started in 2020. I was still in like so much pain. 2021, 2022, 2023. 2024, I remember speaking to my mom a week before she passed, and I was crying on the phone. Her and I ended up crying because I was telling her that, like, I'm having difficulties with praying at the moment because I'm in so much pain. I do not understand how is my brother not here, And she shared on her side as well that, she's very sad that, most of our family members have passed on, And it's a sad story because even my grandma had passed, my mother's mom, and then also my grandma, my father's mom, had passed. And in that moment, my mom and I agreed that, like, as a family, we've experienced so much loss. And it was... Hey guys, I just want to add, like, why this phone call between my mom and I was so intense. It was so intense because at this stage, it was just my mom and her younger sister that were left. I'm talking about adults in the family because our grandparents had already passed. I'm talking about my mom's dad and my mom's mom. They had passed already, and we had already lost my mom's sister, younger sister, and brother. And my mom had already lost my dad, who was her husband, because they were married, and had lost her son too. And mind you, my mom only had 2 kids, which was me and my brother. So that's why it was so intense. Such a very painful moment, because hearing my mom crying over the phone, and I was just like, my goodness, you know what? At that time, I hadn't prayed in a while, and I was like, maybe this is the opportunity. God is like reaching out to me and telling me it's okay to pray. And I remember on that phone call, my mom and I, we prayed, and then we ended the call, and so a week later, my mom passes. I didn't think that I was gonna be emotional while doing this video. This is like 2 years after she had passed, exactly 2 years. And I cannot believe it happened. But I'm not gonna cry. I'm a strong girl. That took me by surprise. I never expected that. Oh, my mom was my best friend. Was my best friend. Even though she was in KZN and I was here in Joburg, we spoke on the phone all the time, every single day. And then again, I started feeling guilty that, my goodness, maybe I could have done something. I could have said something. I could have spent more time with her. I could have. So it's like I'm just beginning to grieve my brother's passing, and now my mom is gone. It's like, oh, the pain of losing your mom is something that I do not wish on anyone, even on my worst enemy. I don't have any enemies that I know about, but I'm just saying that I wouldn't wish it on anyone, honestly, on anyone. It's the most painful thing I've ever experienced in my entire life. And I thought when I lost my grandma, that was so painful. When I lost my brother, it was so painful. I did not expect this type of pain. And I tried to ignore the fact that my mom had passed, I tried to just pretend like nothing happened. And my body was like, no, you're not doing this again. You have to deal with this right now. You have to deal with this right now. And I remember I kept on pretending like nothing happened. And I remember I started getting like panic attacks. I ended up having to go to the hospital, go to doctors, because my brain could not understand that she's gone. Like, what do you mean? I was trying to wrap my brain around it, like my mind around it. But it's like my brain was so confused. My brain was like, no, that's not that, no. And so Yeah, it's been really hard. There were times where I felt like, why me? Why so much pain? Why? Why? Like, why? Like, my dad is gone, my mom is gone, my one and only brother is gone. And I'm the only one that's left. It's the deepest pain I've ever felt in my entire life. And it's the type of pain that I don't even know how I'm still standing, to be honest with you. I don't know how I'm here, because there were days where I felt like I don't want to be here. There's no need for me to be here, you know? And it took me a long time to even be able to be here right now and put on makeup and do my hair and pick up a camera and speak to you guys, because in 2024, around November, I was like, okay, let me go to the gym, let me try and live life. And then my mom's sister passed away in December, same year as my mom. That set me back again, because I'm just like, but God, you saw how much of pain I went through with my brother. You saw how much of pain I went through with my mom. And now the last adult in my family, they're gone too. I was like, this doesn't make sense. I'm not even gonna mention my dad, because when my dad passed, I was very young. I didn't really understand. But honestly, growing up without a dad, growing up in that's just a story for another day, of like how I grew up and stuff like that. But you can imagine. But when I sit down and I think, I'm just like, but God, why? I've cried to you so many times. I've chosen you so many times to prove my love for you. Why? Why would you let me feel so much pain? And I'm still wondering. I'm still wondering even right now, why would he allow me to feel so much pain? And I'm thankful that my brother, before he passed, he had kids. I'm the closest to his firstborn son. He's only 17 years old. So it's just me. And I'm thankful that my brother had a son, because it's him and I now. It's really hard. It's really, really hard, but I've learned to get up and keep going, and I'm trying my best. I'm doing the best I can. And yeah, I genuinely thought that like my mom, my brother would be able to see me get married one day, have kids one day, and just normal life things. But now life is weird. I don't understand it. So I'm just taking it a day at a time, and I'm a big girl. And I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay. I have to be okay, because if I'm not, then what? I have to be okay. I have to be okay. I have to. So I randomly just picked up the camera and I was like, okay, let me just make this video, because I want to come back on YouTube. I want to do what I love. I want to have a purpose. I don't want to get emotional again, because child, this makeup is tea, okay? It's tea. But I'm still here, and I'm doing the best I can every single day. I'm just thankful that in 2026, I feel like myself again, because I haven't felt like myself in a very, very long time. I had to do a lot of healing. And also just remembering that I had the best mom in the world. Oh, honey, she was a warrior. When I tell you that I had a beautiful childhood and I had a beautiful life because of the sacrifices that she made, she was that girl. She was that girl. And I hope one day I turn out to be even half of the woman that she was. She was such a beautiful soul. And I always say this, that like this world never deserved her. She was loving, kind, generous. She was, I'm not just saying that because she was my mom. Like and I learned that from her. The kindness. Why am I sounding like that? The kindness. But that's what I learned from her. How to love, how to appreciate, how to show up for people, how to be a good friend, how to be just a beautiful person inside and out. I learned all of that from her. And from my brother, I learned so much. Hard work pays off. I miss them and think about them every day. And yeah. Okay, this is where I'm gonna end this video. But yeah, that was just a brief life update. I don't want, this is the thing though, I don't want anyone's sympathy. I just want to get back to doing what I love. I want to live life. I want to have dreams again. I want to, I want to move forward. I want to be happy. I want to live a life of abundance. I want to show up for myself, show up for my nephew. And I still have my cousins back in KZN, who I love very much. And yeah, so yeah. And I'm also on a journey of like losing all the weight I've been gaining, because I ended up using food as a comfort. And I'm thankful it was just food and not alcohol or other things. And the fact that I'm not even on antidepressants, I'm just, I'm doing this sober. Crazy business. But it just shows me that I'm strong, resilient. I'm a bad bitch. It just shows I am that girl. So I love you guys. And I just want to say, whatever it is that you're going through, I promise you, you're going to be okay. I promise you, you're gonna be okay. If I'm okay, I promise you, you can do it too. I promise. Obviously, I didn't get deep into all the stuff I've gone through, and yeah, but it was just a highlighted version of what I've been dealing with. So I look so cute, you guys. Oh my god, I look so cute. But I promise you, the videos that I'm gonna post and do next, I will have lighting, I will be looking elegante, I will be, but I love you guys so much. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because your girl is coming back to YouTube, and I'm gonna do what I love. Bye.